Hello, Rogers families. This is Mrs. McCarran, the master teacher and PERT specialist at Rogers School. We know that this is such a uncharted territory for all of us, and we know that sometimes kids will experience anxiety in a regular school setting, but when they are faced with a new schedule or new surrounding, it can cause behaviors to change and become sometimes, more prevalent. So at school, we have something called the quiet corner or the cozy corner. So what I did, I have a 3-year-old at home that is home learning right now, and he actually has autism. So I set up this little corner for him in our home to try and help him when he needs that time to just calm down, or he just needs a little space of his own. And I put together a couple of his toys that are soothing, or that will, I thought would be calming for him to play with while he was in the cozy corner. I also use things from the packet, and I'm going to zoom in. We have the feeling faces. So when your child is over there, if you want to put this up somewhere, you can, and they can check in. And if they can't tell you with words always, they don't really know, but they can look at the face and kind of point how they feel. That way you can help identify what they're feeling and help them through it. We also have the relaxation thermometer, which our kids are familiar with, and we call it Red Hot Mad. Or they're nice and cool. They're in the blue. They're at that bottom level. So I put these two things in our cozy corner at home because my son does recognize these as tools to help him relax. I also put some of his favorite things in here. This is his favorite blanket on the floor and a big pillow. He loves that little bear. He's had it since he was a baby, and a beanbag. Beanbags can be very soothing. The way they envelop children makes them feel safe and secure. And then he does have a weighted blanket that he does like. I realize not everybody will have that, but even like a heavier blanket will give children that sense of security and calm them down. So this is what I do have. I think we put in your packet. It should be in your, I think it's in your insect packet. Tucker the turtle takes time to tuck and think. The children are familiar with his story, so I put this in the cozy corner at home. I don't even know what this is called, but it does help my son relax, and we've done it with students at school. So we teach them to breathe. So when the ball is extended out, we do a breathing technique. So let me show you. So as the ball gets bigger, the children are inhaling, and we have them do it very slowly. And then as they push it back into the slower position, that's when they exhale. And I can show that later on another video, but that is something that I do have in the toolbox. I have a little squishy here, like a little stress ball. I have 2 different timers. Sometimes just watching the sand in a timer will help children relax. It is very soothing just to watch that sand travel. One thing to note, when we use the cozy corner, we don't put a time limit on it. This is for them to decide if they want to go in there. It's not a timeout. We use it as a time just to calm down. So they decide when they come out, when they're calm, when they're feeling that nice, cool, and relaxed feeling or happy, they can come out. So this is not a timeout place. So the timers we just use for little calming down. This one's a different one. You can actually make these at home, I believe. If you are crafty, you can use jars and actually water bottles, and sometimes hair gel, shampoo. There's all different things on the internet that you can use to make these little calm down bottles, and I like to just watch the bubbles travel, and it is very soothing. Again, to increase breathing and promote that, you can have children blow bubbles or a windmill. or a pinwheel, I'm sorry, that helps them. Sometimes just playing with a little putty and doing that in their hands, it almost simulates like that stress ball. I do have another stress ball that is weighted. And then I have this little water toy that he likes, and it's kind of mesmerizing, and one of those little dollar store toys that he had, but he loves it and it calms him down, and he just sits there and watches the balls as he plays, and it does seem to calm him down. It gets him really focused again. So I hope this video helps you set up a little cozy area at home for your student, and you can always reach out to me. My email is kmccarron at the Glassboro website, and I'm always available to answer your questions. Have a great night, Rogers families.